Teachers often have to share a large number of resources or files with a particular class of students, and they don't want anyone else to have access to them. So this is one way to set that up, which is very simple. We're going to set up a link to a shared Google Drive folder of materials, and that link is within a Moodle course. This makes it very secure. It could equally be in Edmodo, Schoology, or any of the other online facilities available, but this example is shown through Moodle. So what happens? If the student gets into the course and they click on the link, then they immediately have access to a set of folders which has been set up by the teacher, in this case a set of math solutions. So the students have access to these without any sign-in, and they can print, they can copy, etc., but they cannot edit these files, which is what most teachers would prefer. So that's the set of folders, and it's accessed from that simple link set up in a Moodle or other course. So how can we set up that system of folders, and how can we grant access for students? In a new tab, wherever we see this little icon with the 9 little buttons, that gives us access to Google Apps. And there's our Google Drive. So we're going into Google Drive. I'll go into my account. We sign in just the same as if we sign in for email, but this is into our Google Drive. My Google Drive has many folders, but imagine this is empty and we want to start afresh. Then we create a new folder. We give it a name. I'll call it Aardvark because I want it to appear up on the top of my list. In fact, I'll call it 111 Aardvark just to be on the safe side. So there it is up at the top of my list. Now that folder I can go into and there's nothing there. But I can start to fill it with files. I can upload any file I like, so let's just see what's on my desktop. Usually everything's on my desktop. I'll just get some file as an example and upload. So there's a Ryanair boarding pass, perhaps of not much use, but that file is there. I could equally upload whole folders of files. So no matter what, or I could set up another folder, a folder within this. So there's an inside folder within the Aardvark folder. And in this way you can set up a system of folders and upload any of your own files. Now those files could come, for example, from if you scan the paper on the photocopier, you can set it so that it sends the files as a PDF to your email. You can download that to your computer and upload the files into the folders here. Or you can also make Google Docs sheets and slides. I won't show that for now, or perhaps only one, and that gives you the ability to create documents and spreadsheets and presentations in the Google Drive in its native format. EG1 doc, we'll just call it. And there's example. So that's automatically saved. If we go to the folder now, it will appear shortly. So how do we share this with our students? We go to this icon here, which says share that folder. And I then say, well, I don't want people to edit. I want them to view only. Now there's not much else there, so let's look at the advanced. We want to change from private to anyone with the link. Now I could make it public on the web. I don't really want to do that, but I do want my students to access it if I give them the link without a sign-in. There are more restrictive permissions here. But let's do that anyone with a link. And we save that. That's us done. And this folder is now shared. Now let's have a look at the share. There's the link. So if we click on it, I can copy that, Command-C, copies, done. And now I want to go into a Moodle course. I'll just use this one here. And I want to copy that link to make it available to students in this course only. So in Moodle, I turn editing on, something similar in Enmodo, etc. And let's see, we'll just add a resource. It's a URL, that means a web address, the address of the folder. So this is link to shared aardvark folder. Very sensible. And let's see, we'll have to put the link here. So that's Command V, and it's nice when it appears in a pop-up. That works well. All the other things I can ignore and just save. And that link now appears here on the page. In Moodle, I'll switch the editing off to make it look as it would to a student. So the student comes in, sees this link, clicks, and in a pop-up, they now have the documents that we lodged in that shared folder. So that's it.